Welcome back to our YouTube channel.
Yes. Or welcome for the first time if you've never been here before.
Shame on you.
We're going to be talking about Karen's today, as I've probably put in a hilarious title. I couldn't think of a funny title.
Oh.
It's Karen's Diner. I'll give you a little rundown about what it is if you haven't heard about it before, but I don't think we like Karen's Diner.
No, I imagine that it's my idea of hell.
Yeah.
I won't lie.
So we haven't been to Karen's Diner. We did talk today about potentially going after this video. I've not watched loads of videos about Karen's Diner, so today's going to be kind of us looking at a few of them and being like, what actually happens there. The tagline on the website is great burgers and very rude service. So I think food is a big part of it.
No one talks about that though, because people only talk about like the experience that they've had there.
Yeah.
So for those of you who have never heard of Karen's Diner before, it's basically a string of restaurants. I think it's like pop-up places rather than like set locations.
Mm-hmm.
And all of the staff there are like paid to be Karens, like really rude.
To be rude to people, yeah.
I don't know why people
love it.
started that.
People love
aside from it being like funny for like a TikTok or whatever, but I guess that's kind of what it is.
It started in 2021. It's Australian, and it was originally there was pop-up locations. I think I'm on the website now, and I think there's like actual locations now
crazy.
That are like permanent places. So it's it's global as well. It's Australia, Indonesia, New Zealand. There's 8 locations in the UK and there's 1 in the US. So according to their website, Karen's is an interactive diner and absurdly fun experience. At Karen's, you will be greeted and waited upon by rude waiters and forced to play a variety of games.
Oh, I didn't know that part.
Games?
Yeah.
Yeah, the games are a big thing. So I watched a clip today which reminded me of some guy who worked at Karen's Diner for like a shift as part of like a video thing. If I can remember what it was, I'll link to that video. But yeah, there's a load of rules that the staff have to go through, because you can be rude to people, but there's like a line.
I guess as well, these rules are probably more so for people going there, because like if you take someone there not knowing what's going on and then they react in a way that's like completely inappropriate, then regardless of what the person said to get that reaction, that's obviously not okay, because like they're just at work.
You can't be racist, you can't be sexist, you can't be homophobic or ableist. No slurs are tolerated, no body shaming, no sexual harassment. I mean, this is just normal. This is just like restaurant rules, to be fair. I don't know why anyone thinks
in any restaurant you can't just sexually harass people.
Because they've got an emoji as their like logo, you can go in and just start being homophobic. Yeah. But yeah, we'll watch some videos now of people who've been. A lot of them are like people take elderly like parents or grandparents or someone
people who aren't on the internet.
Right, okay, so let's see what we can find.
Let's start with one of those.
What do you want, Grandma? Does everyone else understand the concept of a diner? Yes. Grandma, if you cry, do it in the toilets because no one gives
So the woman that tells that old lady to fuck off is the woman that I saw in the video earlier today, like
really?
Training the guy up, yeah. So I don't know if that's like a particularly big one.
Yeah.
They didn't mention this in the rules on the website, but in this video they talk about it. You can tell people to like fuck off.
Yeah.
Shove it up your ass, whatever, don't give a shit. But you're not allowed to say the C word. Yeah.
What difference does it make?
Okay, what name is your booking under? Do you want to speak in full sentences? It's booking's under Max.
I'm petrified of you.
Sorry, I wasn't finished. Okay, I was. Thank you.
Is it me now? Yeah.
Who else your name?
Max.
Max. Okay, Max. Try not to fucking eat the microphone while you're at it. I'm an unoriginal little man-child. I can't think for myself.
Nothing funny, just want to say I've literally never heard of you.
No, could I please get, I'm sorry, I feel all nervous, I'm sorry.
Max, modeling the latest from the JJ's children's section. Go to
Yes, Liz!
Give him a boo. Boo.
No!
That you have to do a spicy shot.
I'm actually
And I
getting
think the
sick.
rules.
Would you like me to take one?
Probably the most people you've been surrounded by. 3, 2, 1.
You walk around in a circle and you sit down. If anyone pushes Gran onto the floor, I'm calling the police. Oh, bye, child.
Grandma absolutely.
Oh, Grandma.
So there was a kid in that.
Yeah.
That was another thing I saw in the one earlier. There was a child in it, which feels a bit weird.
Yeah.
That one felt...
Swearing at the top of your lungs.
Yeah. I think that is like an example of the experience that they want. Because Max, who's obviously like a big TikToker, had came to video that as like a way of doing it and like knew exactly. So that's when you look at it and you're like, okay, they're having a good time and they've enjoyed it.
Yeah.
sort of
Everyone's in on the joke. Indeed.
This is why I don't get, like, what if you had a valid complaint about the food? Like, if the food came out and it was cold or, like, shit or whatever, are they going to be like, so what?
I feel like people who complain, who tend to send their food back or are, like, pedantic about service or hospitality in any kind of way, just don't go.
Karens.
Don't go. Yeah, literally, Karens, don't go. I did notice, though, on the website, it says, if your name is actually Karen in real life, take your ID and you get a free drink.
That's it. That's where it blurs the line for me, because I'm not a Karen, but if the food's shit or cold or, like, Robin's vegetarian and if they, like, bring out something with meat in it, I would be like, well, you know, are they going to know that I'm not
Yeah, they'd
joking?
they'd have to kind of, like, play into it a little bit while solving whatever actual issue it was. Like, they'd do it, but wouldn't be happy about it. Would have to be the vibe, surely.
On the website, they say, have you tasted our vegetarian dishes? Probably avoid them if you can. So the biggest controversy that I've seen since, like, this Karen's thing started in 2021 was that there was a guy who got called a pedo in front of his 14-year-old daughter, and she got asked if she was an OnlyFans tart. Yeah. Karen's Diner apologises after waiter called customer a pedo. And an OnlyFans tart.
I've got tears in my eyes imagining being in that room while that exchange was happening.
The family were dining during the restaurant's child-friendly hours, which basically means you don't get roasted to the max in front of your kids. But...
Not only did he get roasted to the max, he was called a freaking pedo.
Okay, so here's the actual quote. My daughter was doing a Facebook Live and this young guy came up and said, "Are you on OnlyFans, you tart? Here's some content for you." And he pretended to wank himself off and jizz on the table. Wow. Okay.
I'm sorry, I know that the point is being rude. When has a Karen ever done that? Ever? Surely, if anything, a Karen would be like the opposite and like really prude and...
This is another thing as well, like, you can kind of get a bit carried away. Like, if you've came in and you're like, oh, so we can fucking do anything, I think the rules will have started pretty small. Given that the situation may seem ironic, given that the whole point is rudeness, Howard argues that the staff member went too far and forgot what being a Karen is actually about.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Yeah. And
Imagine being so rude that you get sacked from Karens.
how much do you get paid?
Jobs.
They have jobs, obviously. But
Become a Karen.
apply here. It is mostly women that are like the Karens, which probably is a good thing considering some guy fucking pretended to jizz on the table with a 14-year-old and called her dad a pedo. Christ.
It doesn't sound real. Like, can you imagine 5 years ago someone explained this concept? It would just be, it's just insane.
Okay. So they're on £14 an hour,
Oh, that's pretty good.
which is decent.
Yeah.
Because it is like, that's probably more than usual service.
Hospitality wage, I think it is.
I thought it would be a bit more.
Yeah, I thought so too.
Because there's a lot.
Not only is it like you would have to deal with a lot, it would be exhausting. Like, it's a pretty full-on job. You've got to be like on the ball all the time. And as well, I can't imagine many people outside of a very specific skill set being able to do it. Like, a lot of those will have gone to like uni to do like drama or whatever, probably. Like, they'll probably be like theatre kids and people who are like really able to commit and riff off people and improv, and like that's a very specific skill set to have. They should probably be paid more than that. So I've found a video here where it looks like there's someone trying to make a genuine complaint about the food, not the service, about the food. So let's see how they handle it.
The burger's kind of shit.
Burger's kind of shit.
I'm being serious.
Right. So are you gonna complain about it, or are you actually gonna be a big ass man and complain to the fucking chef? Maybe. Don't be a pussy all sitting there. Get up and complain. Come on. Get up, come on.
Shit. The burger's not really great. Yeah. It feels cold.
Cool.
Yeah. Actually giving me another burger. Is this mine?
It's super hot.
Cheers. Thank you.
Say thank you, chef.
Thank you, chef.
Happy?
Yep.
Now munch on that, big boy. Munch on
I will. I've got chili sauce on the burger, and the chef said to me, it's now extra hot. Yeah, actually, it's better. There we go.
Don't let me stop you. Carry on.
It's nice.
Oh, is it now?
Yeah.
That's it. Now carry on then.
I think that staff members handled that pretty well.
That also enlightened me to something else. The chefs clearly aren't in on it.
Yeah, that he was just like, oh, sorry.
Yeah, the chef was like, why are you talking to me?
Yeah, like,
I'm not
leave me
able to
do
do it.
it.
I flip burgers. Like, I'm sorry. Sorry, it's cold, to be fair.
Would you like a new
I
one?
will just make you a new burger. I'm really sorry. So that's good to know. If it's
Yeah.
getting a bit much and everyone's being a prick, I'll just go to the chef and be like,
Yeah.
like, can I just have a serious conversation with somebody? I think they should probably be getting paid double
Yeah.
what they're being paid.
Yeah, then they're
For
not
the
all heroes
yeah.
wear capes.
The shit that you're going to get from customers, like the extra work that you've got to put in, the fact that it's still going to be a busy restaurant.
And I couldn't do that.
No.
I could work in a restaurant, but I could not work in that restaurant. It's such a specific set of skills and like a set of special confidence that you've got to have. There are very few people that are going to be able to do that well.
Yeah.
And to account for that, they should be like, it's not a bad wage. It's a decent wage for a restaurant job, like
Yeah.
but it's not enough. Nowhere near enough. To be honest, I don't think there's enough money in the world to make me do that job.
I feel a little bit better about it.
Now we've researched.
Yeah, than I did beforehand. I think the majority of people seem to be like they're having good fun. And if you get a good server, it could be like a pretty fun experience. I don't know, the whole thing just does kind of make us cringe.
I do think
A
that
lot.
there's an opportunity potentially for us to go in July. There's one popping up around close to where we live. So we're considering going for the experience, but I do think that we should go in with like at least 2 more people. I think it would just be awkward, like with it being like 2 people.
I think we should go with like 2 fucking weird looking people.
You think? And then
Well,
they'll get all the chips.
Just thinking, this is one of those things where it's like going back to school. You just don't want to stick out. You don't want
Yeah,
to. So
at all.
they'll definitely go for the mustache.
Yes.
They'll mention that.
Yep.
Pink hair.
Yeah,
any
straight
kind. I
away.
mean, that's what you'll be thinking. Like if you're trained on it and you see people coming in
Easy
that've got
prey.
yeah, anybody that's got standout features that are ripe for bullying, like straight in.
Yeah.
Like okay, this makes me.
There's
job
only so
much
many
easier.
things that they can say as well. Like it literally says on the website, no body shaming. So like,
Yeah.
if someone was like really skinny or really fat, like they couldn't go for that. So they're gonna have to go for like other characteristics, like
Yeah.
the mustache, like the pink hair. So we are ripe for harassment.
Yeah.
But I think maybe we'll go. Maybe, I don't know yet,
No, I think
and we'll see what it's like.
Yeah.
And let you know.
I feel like I should give it, because I've probably slagged it off really in the past, because it just, the whole idea is so like millennial and cringe
Yeah.
to me that I feel like I want to run away from it. But I kind of like, you've got to go.
Yeah. You can't chat shit about it unless you've experienced it.
Yeah, that's
you can have
it.
opinions and stuff, but like we won't know for certain unless we take the plunge.
Yeah.
So maybe we will.
Maybe we will go. Thank you for watching.
Thanks for
Hope
watching.
You've enjoyed it. Hope you've learned about Karen's Diner. That was the real thing that you wanted to do. It's
Yeah.
an educational video.
If you've been to Karen's Diner, let us know your thoughts
Oh yeah.
down below in the comments.
Who were the comment? Yeah.
Why did you do it like that?
I don't know.
the
I don't
comment.
know. It was just like I'm not used to doing YouTube
Yeah.
things. So yeah, do a comment.
Do a comment. Let us know what you thought.
Even if you just write comment.
I think you should do that actually.
Yeah.
Just write comment.
If you've got this far in the video, then fair enough.
Write
Do
comment.
that. But yeah, if you've actually been, let us know what your experience was with it, because I think obviously TikTok's very selective, and you only kind of get
Yes.
seen the biggest, most viral sort of interactions. And they were saying there, Karens have actually used TikTok as a huge way to
get followers.
like get
and-
publicity.
yeah.
That's how anybody finds out about it, is through social media. So if you've actually been and had like a different experience to how it was, or had a really good or really bad experience,
Is it
let us
worth
know.
it?
Yeah.
Let us know. Should we go? Should we not?
yeah. Okay.
Subscribe. Thanks. Love you. Bye.
Love you. Bye. See you at the next one.